due remix, Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva,
Viva!
viva. Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva, viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva,
Viva!
viva.
Viva!
Viva Kasanka.
Viva!
Viva Kasanka.
Viva!
Viva Lord Zambezi.
Viva!
Viva Lord Zambezi.
Viva!
Viva Musotunya.
Viva!
Viva Musotunya.
Viva!
Viva Zambezi.
Viva!
Viva Zambezi. Viva.
Viva!
So I just want to explain to you why we are here, so that we understand why we're doing what we're doing. We're here to stand and walk in solidarity with the Kasanka National Park.
Yes.
Why is the Kasanka National Park important? Because it's a very unique ecosystem. Every year, from October to December, 10 million bats come from the Congo, Sudan, some as far as Cameroon, to roost in the Kasanka. They come to the Kasanka to breed. This is the largest migration of mammals in the world, bigger than the migration we have of wildebeests in East Africa. Is that not worth protecting?
It is.
Is that not worth protecting?
It is.
We stand here to protect that particular ecosystem. The government is currently talking about a green economy. A green what?
Economy.
A green what?
Economy.
We build a green economy by supporting national parks. Tourism will be the way that we go to generate money.
Yes.
We are not against development. We want development. We want sustainable development.
Yes.
That development has to meet these conditions.
Yes.
It has to respect local communities.
Yes.
It has to respect environmental boundaries.
Yes.
It has to follow the procedures laid down by the law.
Yes.
And that's the reason why we are against the developer in Kasanka National Park's GMA. The
Yeah.
Kapinda GMA. The developer in this GMA is called Lake Agro Industries Limited. It's a subsidiary of the Lake Oil Group in Tanzania. A subsidiary of this Tanzania group has also started what they're referring to as a game reserve, but in reality it does not meet any conditions of a game reserve. This particular game reserve has also encroached into the national park itself. So if any developer gets into a GMA or protected area, clears land without permission from WOMA, without permission from ZEMA, then whatever they are doing is illegal. And we stand here to speak against that.
Yes.
We have a responsibility as citizens to make it heard that we'll protect our resources for the rest of the world, for the rest of Africa. The Kasanka National Park is not just an asset for Zambia.
Yes.
It's an asset for Southern Africa.
Yes.
It's an asset for Africa.
Yes.
It's an asset for the rest of the world.
Yes.
I want you to know that our fight to protect the Kasanka National Park is not just against this particular company called Lake Oil Industries. There are other farms that are also encroaching on the national park. There are actually 8 farms. There is a company right now that's prospecting for minerals 200 meters from Kasanka National Park. Again, we are not against development. We are against development that does not respect local communities.
Yes.
That does not respect environmental boundaries.
Yes.
That does not respect the laid down procedures for establishing a business.
Yes.
When you look at Kasanka National Park,
Yes.
there are local communities that surround it. They are not separate for the ecosystem, they are part of the ecosystem.
Yes.
These local communities have what are called community forests. This company that put up this farming area, farming block in the GMA is disrespecting these forests. And we want any developer that walks into any community in Zambia to get permission from local communities.
Solidarity!
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 We want them to respect local communities. Why? because the local communities are the custodians of these ecosystems.
Yes.
The local communities are custodians of these forests.
Yes.
Before any GMAs were made, before any national parks were made, who took care of these ecosystems?
The local people.
Local communities.
Yes.
And they did it for thousands of years.
Yes.
So no one can walk in now and think they can displace local communities and we will keep quiet.
Abash.
Abash encroachment.
Abash.
Abash encroachment.
Abash.
Apart from the Kasanka National Park,
Yes.
there are other environmental issues we also need to voice out.
Yes.
And I want you to listen carefully. We have the devastation of forests in northwestern province, Kavunda forest, a very rare forest. We are against the deforestation of forests because we need them.
Yes.
Right now, we've got load shedding. People think changing governments means you solve the problems. You don't solve the problems if the cause is an ecological issue.
Yes.
So if you cut down trees, it doesn't matter whether there is.
Viva! Viva!
If you cut down the trees, it doesn't matter whether there is a new government. It doesn't matter whether there are new management skills. You could have the best skills in the world, but if you don't take off the ecosystems and the trees, the rain cycle will be disturbed. If the rain cycle is disturbed, it means the quantity of rain that gets into the rivers reduces. It means the water level reduces. If the water level in the rivers reduces, it means the dams' water levels reduce. If the water level in the dams reduces, it means the capacity to generate electricity also does what? Reduces. Then you end up with what?
Load shedding.
So it's not just about having a new government. This new government must have the political will to implement policies, bills, laws that will protect these ecosystems. If we do not protect these ecosystems, we will lose our trees, we will lose our wildlife, we will lose our rivers. We won't be able to produce enough electricity. And you can see the load shedding is on right now.
Yes.
Yes.
That load shedding is taking place because we are not taking care of our ecosystems.
Yes.
We need our forests and we need our trees.
Yes.
In the Mosotunya National Park in Livingston, we've had human-wildlife conflict. Why? Because the Mosotunya National Park is a very small park, and it's the only national park that has no GMA. That means it has no buffer zone. If it has no buffer zone, it means any negative impact you put on the ecosystem will disturb that ecosystem. A healthy ecosystem is one that has biodiversity.
Yes.
A healthy ecosystem hangs in perfect balance.
Yes.
The moment you start building in this ecosystem, you disturb this balance.
Yes.
When you disturb the balance, the elephants move out of that national park and get into the communities. When they get into the communities, they have a conflict.
Yeah.
Yes. When they get into the communities, you have conflict. This year, we've had more than 5 elephants killed because of that conflict. We don't want that to happen. Damba Forest in Livingston was degazetted. We plead with the government to re-gazette it.
Yeah.
Why? We're not saying it for no reason. The reason why we want it degazetted is because the elephant corridor through the national park is already blocked with fences. There are buildings coming up. We need another route these elephants can use. So we can't lose Damba Forest. So that's one issue in Livingston. We come down the Zambezi. Notice all these issues I'm talking about are linked to the Zambezi. Ecosystems. Let's say that together.
Ecosystem.
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 If we get to lower Zambezi, another pristine, beautiful eco. Notice every ecosystem I pick is pristine and beautiful.
Yes.
These are rare resources.
Yes.
We have a mine that's coming up there. The mine was endorsed by a court ruling in Ndola, beginning of this year. But we are against it for one simple reason. The Lower Zambezi National Park is a protected area.
Yes.
Opposite the Lower Zambezi National Park, you have mana pools in Zimbabwe. They are divided by the river. The river is just a natural boundary. The political boundary is imaginary, does not exist. That means the Lower Zambezi National Park is one with the Mana Pools National Park. The Mana Pools National Park is a World Heritage Site. Whatever we do to the Lower Zambezi National Park will impact the Mana Pools. Do we want that?
No.
Do we want to lose potential revenue in US dollars?
No.
A lot of people say let the mine go ahead because the locals are not benefiting from the tourism industry. Well, if you know the locals are not benefiting, why didn't you say so earlier? Why don't we deal with that problem now instead of trying to solve one problem by bringing in a bigger problem? If we know that the locals are not benefiting from tourism, let's sit down with the tour operators. Let's negotiate for good conditions for these people.
Yes.
Let's rake in more dollars through tourism.
Yes.
And give a portion.
Viva! Viva!
And give a portion of those US dollar earnings to the community.
Yes.
We want local communities to be involved in the management of these national parks.
Yes.
We want local communities to benefit from these national parks.
Yes.
It's the only way we can guarantee that their management is sustainable.
Yes.
We come back to Lusaka.
Yes.
Forest 27. We've been talking about Forest 27 since 2019. This year, it was said that building has been stopped. The truth is the building has not stopped. People say you cannot bring down these structures because so much money was pumped in. When poor people encroach on national parks, when poor people encroach on any area, the very following day bulldozers come in.
Yes.
If the poor are pushed out, why can't a rich person that's also broken the law be pushed out? We cannot have one standard for the poor and another standard for the rich. Oh, fight for these causes.
Yes.
May we speak for these causes.
Yes.
May we work for these causes.
Yes.
Viva Kasanka.
Viva.
Viva Forest 27.
Viva.
Viva Zambezi.
Viva.
Viva Lord Zambezi.
Viva! Vamano! Vamano! Hey! 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 Viva! 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 Kasanka viva! 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 Save the party way! Hey! Kasanka! Shilalo tuloine! Shilalo tuloine!
Well, we can make some. Viva Kasanka, viva!
Viva!
Viva Kasanka, viva!
Viva!
It's time to come back to the civic center, viva! Viva climate change!
Sorry, I love Kasanka more than you. It's a beautiful mama can survive without our ecosystem. Mama, let's protect the
Touch Kasanka, touch my heart.
Awe pari Kasanka. Quiero la
The whole weekend inside. Soaking in milk and drinking collagen powder. For my joints. Yeah.
Yeah.